Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys my December book haul. It's going to be an unboxing. I've got a couple of packages here. One I got from Amazon. These are going to be like the last ones for December pretty much, because in 2020 I'm going to be really good. I'm going to start my 5-to-1 diet. It's going to be a diet, not necessarily a ban, because I think that's just where I'm going to go out of control if it was a complete ban, but I'm going to be really good. And every physical book that I read of my own books, it generates like 1 book token, which will go into this jar behind me. When I receive 5, it equates to purchasing 1 book. So kind of like reading 5 books rewards myself to purchasing 1 book if I so wished. My mother has given me an Amazon gift card for Christmas. I'm going to be using that towards it, because Amazon gift cards generally last at least like a year, maybe 2, maybe like every time you use it, it bumps it up like another year, that sort of thing, like it does with some gift cards in shops. So that way I'm going to be really good, and then I'll be using the gift card as well throughout the year of 2020, which also means I'll be saving money as well, because I plan on doing like other things in 2020 as well. Like for example, my 30th birthday is in February and I plan on going on holiday for the week, so things like that. So I'll have to save up for things like holidays and, you know, trips and that sort of stuff. Without that out the way, just wanted to let you know about my book diet for 2020, in case you're like, Katie, when are you going to stop buying books? Well, I'm planning on cutting down anyway, because I do know the amount of books I own. I do have a bit of paper with the exact amount, and I'm also going to be having a book balance sheet as well for 2020 as well, which I did have for this year. December I've not been too bad actually. These are some second-hand books from a friend of mine, and I do have some new ones from Amazon. So first of all, I'm going to unbox this package here that my friend was selling these, and I was just like, well, and I believe, if I remember correctly, these are some mangas, so these can be read really quickly. So excuse me while I use my Hulk strength for these. Oh yeah. So we have 5 mangas that I've got here, which is really good because I love my mangas so much. So these are all first books in manga series, or I believe they're like standalone ones as well, but mostly these are like volume number 1. This first one is called Maiden Railways by Asumiko Nakamura. That's this one right here, and this is like, so that's the front bit there. So yeah, I don't really know like what this book is about, never heard of it before, but all mangas are pretty intriguing. It says this book is your ticket to 7 romances, from confessions in Iruda to proposals in Enoshima and all points in between. Ooh, okay, so it's kind of like a romance manga. That's really cool. So looking forward to that one. Next of all here I've got O Maidens in Your Savage Season by Mara Okada, and the art is by Nao Emoto. So this is volume number 1. It says here, 1 word, 3 letters, rhymes with vex. When Kazusa enters high school, she joins the literature club, where she leaps from reading innocent fiction to diving into the literary classics. But these novels are a bit more adult than she was prepared for, between euphemisms like fresh stew, grass and pork stew, crushing on the boy next door, and knowing you want to do that one thing before you die. Discovering your sexuality is no easy feat, and as if puberty wasn't awkward enough, the club consists of a brooding writer, the prettiest girl in school, an agreeable comrade, and an outspoken prude. Fumbling over their own discomforts, these 5 teens get thrown into the chaos over 3 little letters of sex. The manga that inspired the upcoming anime. So that's pretty cool. So there should be an anime on this as well. That's really cool. So that's volume number 1, and very quick flick of the art style there. So that's that manga. The next volume I have here is The Way of the House Husband by Kozuki Uno, volume number 1. So this is it right here and right there. So it says, he was the fiercest member of the Yakuza, a man who left countless underworld legends in his wake. They call him the Immortal Dragon, but one day he walks away from it all to travel another path, the path of the House Husband. The curtain rises on this cozy Yakuza comedy. So it's a comedy, so that's really cool. And a quick flick of the artwork right there. This next one is Beastars volume number 1, right there and right there. And this is story and art by Paru Itagaki. So it says here, at a high school where the students are literally divided into predators and prey, friendships maintain the fragile peace. Who among them will become a B-star, a hero destined to lead in a society naturally rife with mistrust? One night at Cheriton Academy, a herbivore student is brutally murdered. Among the members of the drama club, the herbivore suspicions naturally turn to their carnivore classmates. The prime suspect is Wolf Lagoshi, but he wouldn't hurt a fly, or would he? Will Dwarf Rabbit Haru bring out the beast in him, or are his feelings for her something else? So this seems like really, really different, like animals sort of things. So that's really cool, so I'm looking forward to that one. And then the last one in this package is Huzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, story and art by Take. And yeah, this is what it's here, like that. And it says that's basically what this manga is like. Owie, you're such a slob, senpai, going out to have fun, senpai. So yeah, it doesn't really give much of what it is about, but it seems pretty cool all the same, because I do love me some manga. I'm going to move on to this next package right here and open this one. This one was offered to me. Charlie was like, this sounds like you will enjoy it. And I was like, okay, send it my way. So that is that package. This is the book right here called The Golden Sheep by Kari Uzaki, volume number 1. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover, but I'm told it's a really, really good book. So it's the winter of junior year, not quite able to become adults. We couldn't stay as we were children either. This story explores a group of teenagers and their impatience and rebirth. So yeah, but I'm told it's beautiful and that I will enjoy it, so hopefully I will. So that concludes the books that I got from Charlie. I've got 6 mangas in total, which is really good. I'm looking forward to them. Now I'm going to move on to my big old Amazon package of books that I got from Amazon. So I had to treat myself. Their postage is free, and if you spend over, I think it's over £20 now. So I got these 3 books. It might be over £10. So I have been told to get this book. Charlie especially was like, oh my god, you will love this book. So this is Gumiho Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. So I've been meaning to get this book because a lot of people were reading it, and yeah, I was really, really excited about this. And it kind of reminds me of Naruto because it's about a Gumiho, which is a 9-tailed fox who survives by consuming the energy of men. So they are half human and they have a soft spot for people. They won't kill indiscriminately. With the help of a shaman, Myung only takes the lives of men who have committed terrible crimes. Devouring their life force is a morbid kind of justice, or so she tells herself. Killing men no one would ever miss in the busted modern day Seoul also helps Myung to keep a low profile. She and her mother protect themselves by hiding in plain sight. That's until Myung crosses paths with a handsome boy her age as he is being attacked by a goblin in the woods. She breaks her mother's cardinal rule, revealing herself and her 9 tails to save Ji-hoon from certain death. In the process, she loses her fox bead, her Gumiho soul. Without it, she will then die. So when Myung and Ji-hoon next meet, there's no doubt that they are drawn to each other, but their tenuous romance could be over before it even begins, as Myung's efforts to restore her fox speed by the next full moon ensnares him in a generation's old feud, forcing Myung to choose between her mortal life and Ji-hoon's. So it's an enthralling tale inspired by Korean folklore and set in a rich contemporary fantasy world. It's an absorbing love story that heralds the arrival of an exciting new voice in a YA. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm glad that they released a paperback edition, which is brilliant. So yeah, I'm really excited about this book, and I've heard really good things, that it's like amazing, so I'm looking forward to that. This next book was the main book that I wanted to actually get from Amazon, and that's just because it's Colleen Hoover's latest novel, which is Regretting You. And oh my goodness, I love Colleen Hoover so much. So this is about Morgan Grant and her 16-year-old daughter Clara. They would like nothing more than to be nothing alike. Morgan is determined to prevent her daughter from making the same mistake that she did by getting pregnant and married too young. Morgan has put her own dreams on hold. Clara doesn't want to follow in her mother's footsteps. Her predictable mother doesn't have a spontaneous bone in her body. With varying personalities and conflicting goals, Morgan and Clara find it increasingly difficult to coexist. The only person who can bring peace to the household is Chris, who is Morgan's husband and Clara's father, and the family anchor. But that peace is shattered when Chris is involved in a tragic and questionable accident, and the heartbreaking and long-lasting consequences will reach far beyond just Morgan and Clara. And while struggling to rebuild everything that crashed around them, Morgan finds comfort in the last person that she expects to, and Clara turns to one that she has been forbidden to see. With each passing day, new secrets, resentment and misunderstandings make mother and daughter fall further apart, and it might be impossible for them to ever fall back together. How do you pick up the pieces without the glue holding everything together? Now, I got it just because it's Colleen Hoover's latest book as well, and I have loved all the books I've read by her so far. So yes, this is an adult book that is about a mother's and a daughter's relationship and everything else with it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving this a read, and hopefully I do enjoy Colleen Hoover's latest book. The last book that is in this package is a book that I've been meaning to get, and it's a book that everybody has literally read apart from me, what it feels like. And a lot of people have been giving it so much praise, and that is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I know, it's an LGBT plus novel, and it's about the President of the United States, Alex Claremont Diaz, and he's the American equivalent of a young royal. And then we have, I believe we've got Henry, who is from across the pond, pretty much, so from like Britain, and then they kind of like meet. So it's literally about these two royals that meet, and they're kind of like, I think they're like rivals, and yeah, it's like a fake friendship, and it turns into a secret romance. Can love save the world after all? Where do we find the courage and the power to be the people that we are meant to be, and how can we learn to let our true colours shine it through? I have heard so many good things about this. Taylor Jenkins Reid quotes it on the back saying it is outrageously fun, romantic, sexy, witty and thrilling. And Christina Lauren has said it's hilarious, tender, sexy, and it has everything that you crave. So yeah, I've heard really good things about it, and I'm so super excited. And it says what happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales. So it's different, and it's a royal romance, and I'm all for reading a book that everybody is reading and seeing what I think about it. So hey guys, that concludes my book haul for December. I didn't do too badly, I didn't spend too much money either, and I have treated myself before 2020 by getting books I really wanted to get. And yeah, hopefully I can read these books pretty soon, as they are very popular books, and I do have quite the urge to give them a read, so hopefully I can pretty soon give them a read and see what I think about them. And I'm hoping that I do really enjoy them, because I've been meaning to get these books, and the mangas as well will be quick reads as well, but they'll be brilliant for readathons, or they'll be brilliant to just up my reading goal sort of thing. And that sort of, and if I'm in a reading slump as well, manga's like perfect as well, plus manga's like brilliant books all in themselves. So if you guys have read any of these books I mentioned in today's video, do let me know down below in the comments what you thought about them, even if you hated them, that sort of thing. Let me know what books you guys have recently got, what you're reading at the moment, and what your goals are for 2020. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video.